Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and click the bell so you don't miss any of our future videos. Today, we're talking about something special, Goldbacks. If you haven't heard about them but aren't exactly sure what they are or how they work, you're in the right place. By the end of this video, you'll have a solid understanding of what Goldbacks are, why they're becoming popular, and how they could potentially change the way we think about money. So let's dive in. To start, let's answer the big question. What exactly are Goldbacks? In simple terms, Goldbacks are a form of local currency made out of thin sheets of gold, but with a twist. Unlike traditional gold coins or bars, these aren't just raw gold. They're actually paper-like bills, but with real fractional gold embedded inside of them. Each Goldback bill is made with micro-thin layers of gold that are bonded to a special substrate, which makes them both practical to carry and easy to use. So Goldbacks were first introduced in 2019 in Utah, and they've been slowly gaining popularity since. The idea behind Goldbacks is to create a currency that's backed by gold, offering both a tangible asset and an alternative to the current fiat currencies we use today. Now, the main goal is to give people a way to transact with real physical gold without having to deal with the challenges of using gold coins or bars directly. So, why are Goldbacks becoming more popular, you ask? Well, there are a few reasons. First, people are always looking for ways to hedge against inflation and currency devaluation, especially in uncertain economic times. Gold has always been seen as a safe haven in these situations, but owning and using gold can be impractical. Goldbacks, on the other hand, are easy to carry, can be used for everyday transactions, and are small enough to be accessible to almost anyone. Second, they represent a return to a gold standard, or at least a partial one. With Goldbacks, the value of the currency is tied to a physical asset, gold, rather than just being based on a trust in a government or central bank. This appeals to people who are skeptical of fiat currencies and want something more tangible to back their money. Now, Goldbacks are issued in denominations similar to paper bills, ranging from 1, 5, 10, 25, and 50 Goldbacks. The value of these bills are directly tied to the current market price of gold, but they are still usable as a form of currency. For example, a 1 Goldback bill contains 1/1000th of an ounce of gold. So if gold is priced at $1,900 per ounce, that 1 Goldback would be worth about $1.90. The value fluctuates with the price of gold, but it's a way to have gold in a more accessible form that can still be used for transactions. Now, Goldbacks aren't yet mainstream, but they're gaining traction in certain local economies, especially in states like Utah, Nevada, and Wyoming, where businesses and individuals are starting to accept them as payment. There are even some local governments that have been starting accepting Goldbacks for taxes, which is a huge step for the currency and legitimacy. If you're interested in using Goldbacks, it's important to check with local businesses or online platforms to see where they're accepted. Right now, they're mainly being used in niche markets, but that could change as more people start to embrace them. So like any form of currency or investment, there are both pros and cons to Goldbacks. Let's take a quick look at both. Inflation hedge. Since Goldbacks are backed by gold, they offer a protection against inflation, which can devalue fiat currencies over time. Tangible and portable. Unlike owning physical gold in large quantities, Goldbacks are easy to carry and use in everyday transactions. Decentralized. Goldbacks are not controlled by any central authority, which appeals to those who prefer a more decentralized financial system. Limited acceptance. Goldbacks are not yet widely accepted, so they may not be practical for everyone right now. Price fluctuation. Since they're tied to the price of gold, their value can fluctuate. This could make them less stable than fiat currencies in the short term. Higher premiums. When buying goldbacks, you're typically paying a premium above the gold spot price, which could be a disadvantage for some people looking for purely investment-based gold. While it's still really early to say if goldbacks will ever replace traditional currencies, they represent a fascinating experiment in the evolution of money. The idea of using gold as currency again taps into a deep-rooted desire for tangible, reliable forms of money that aren't subject to the whims of central banks. Whether or not goldbacks will become more mainstream will depend on adoption rates and how businesses and governments respond to this alternative currency. Well, to sum things up, goldbacks are a unique form of currency that combine the stability of gold with the convenience of paper money. They offer a practical way to use gold in everyday transactions and could serve as a hedge against inflation in uncertain times. While they're not perfect and not widely accepted yet, they're definitely an interesting option for those looking for alternatives to fiat money. If you're curious about goldbacks and want to learn more, be sure to check out the resources I've linked in the description below. And as always, if you find this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay updated on future content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.